So, we're going to talk about Civilization VI. Yes. We saw a little presentation and had a little hands-on some minutes ago. Yeah. So first of all, could you please introduce yourself to our audience? Yeah. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Absolutely. My name is Sarah Darney. I am the Associate Producer for Civilization VI at Firaxis Games.
So, when I saw Civilization VI, my first thought was, what's the difference of Civilization VI to the games that were published earlier?
Right. Well, we have a 25-year legacy. You know, we've come a long way. Yeah. But I think that a lot of the changes really come down to how we've unstacked the cities from Civilization V. It changed a lot. It changed the entire way that you are going to work with the map. It can work against you, it can work with you. And it makes all of those choices for every single tile around your city so much more important.
So you're talking about an important factor. Yes. How does the spot where I place my city affect my gameplay? Are there any bonuses, something like that?
Yeah, so the cool thing about placing these districts around your city, you used to have all these buildings in the city center. They're now in your districts, and they're kind of specialized. You know, you've got the holy site. That's where your faith generation is going to happen. You have the campus. That's where your science is going to come from. And the terrain around them, for example, jungles around the campus, is going to give you more and more yields from that district.
Okay. So. And what about the development? There were, for example, there was the development of the naval warfare, for example, and there were bonuses when my city is near the sea, for example. Yeah, is that right? Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's the active research system. These are Eureka moments, we're calling them. Eureka! So it's actually really exciting. It's changed the way that I play this game so much. I know in Civilization V, I fell into a routine as I was going through the tech tree. But now, because everything that I do in the game affects my techs, it really changes. For example, like you said, settling on the coast, that gives you a Eureka moment. It really boosts your research towards sailing. So it's going to make you want to go sailing next, and it changes so much.
And what about the characters? At the presentation, I saw a character I know from previous games, Montezuma, for example, one of those I didn't like very much because he hated me, and I hate him. So are there any new characters that you introduced in the new title?
Yeah. So we really wanted to have a good mix of brand new faces as well as some faces that haven't been in the Civilization series and just some old favorites. We still haven't released everyone yet, so people are going to want to keep an eye on things. But my personal favorite is actually brand new, and that's Tamiris of Scythia. So.
Tell us something about her?
Yeah, absolutely. She's very good for military conquest, and I'm trying to play more pleasant right now, but her Scythian horse archers, you don't need a horse resource to build them, and you get 2. So, yeah. So we call it the Scythian horse rush, and you can really plow over some of your neighbors that way.
Nice. We saw some gameplay where I saw Germany. So what about the Germans in Civilization VI?
Yeah. So Frederick Barbaros is a very cool leader for us. You have quite a few powerful bonuses with him. I like that you get an extra district in your city based on your population. So districts are limited by how much population you have, but he can build an extra one, which, yeah, right? But it makes him very flexible towards all of the different victory types because you really can kind of make every city that much more powerful. He's also got an extra military slot in any government.
I think I'm going to test that.
Yes.
So in the presentation we saw some details about the religion. Yeah. So how does the religion affect gameplay? What are the benefits?
Yeah, so we do have the new religious victory. This is the big one. Religion in Gods and Kings was received very well, so we took that and we really expanded upon it. So your first step is going to be to found your pantheon. You know, most players are going to do this once you start generating faith. That's going to help you out, and it's usually based on the terrain around your city. Give you a couple extra boosts. And then you can found your first religion once you've got a great prophet, but there's only a finite number of those. So you're going to compete for those. After that, that's where the fun stuff happens. You get your apostles and your missionaries and your inquisitors. So the apostles are my favorite because they can actually engage in theological combat. Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to do that. And did I get that right? There is crabism as a religion.
So you can customize your religion. So there is a crab icon, and you can rename your religion. So you could have crabism. Yes.
Nice. So is there maybe anything left you want to tell our audience?
I think I do want to expand a little bit on the religious combat, just because it is this brand new, exciting system, and we haven't talked about it too much yet. But when you have two apostles and they meet in the wild and they're going back and forth trying to convert one another, once one of them wins, there is just a boom of religion pressure from the winning religion to all of the surrounding tiles in quite a large radius, and that is so powerful, and it's a really fun way to work towards that religious victory. So it's going to be a fun system. I think people are really going to like it.
And the game will be released on
October 21st.
That's nice. Yeah. So that's it. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Oh, wait a second. Oh.
Can you read my writing?
Ich kann das nicht lesen.
What's the thing you like about turn-based strategy games? Because I've played a lot of real-time strategy, like StarCraft and StarCraft 2, and I was wondering what your passion for turn-based strategy is, because there are so many games that turn into real-time strategy games.
Right. Yeah. I got started with real-time strategy games way back, but I think that there's something about the turn-based strategy, and you have extra time to really think through your decisions, and I like that. I don't want to just make decisions on the fly and then have to deal with the consequences. I'd rather plan things out a little bit. So just slowing it down a little and being more careful. I think that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, turn for turn. But yeah, it's unique. It's a unique process. So it's something that a lot of games don't do. So it's cool.
Great.
Yeah.
So, that's it?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Yeah.
And have a great rest of the Gamescom.
Yeah, thanks. It was great meeting you.